What's up YouTube, Mr. Llama SC here, and today we're going to take a look at the Plague Javelin Amazon. Now, this is something I think is going to be a little bit similar to how you might use Hydra or Firewall or something like that in one of the builds. It's very viable from what the basics of what I can see. It doesn't quite have that same murderous speed potentially as that Lightning Fury or anything, but then again, nothing in this game does. So I want you, before we get to this video, to take your mind out of Lightning Fury and out of maybe hammers and bring your mind to more of those middle ground builds and a little bit with that. So let's go ahead and see how it is. So I guess the first thing I should say about it is the change was, at first they got rid of the duration from 28 seconds or whatever the high crazy time was down to 3 seconds. Then they went and they adjusted it again and said it's no longer going to be fixed at 3 seconds. Maybe the damage was getting too high. However, we've adjusted it down, so now it looks like it's 9.8 seconds and the damage is going to scale better over that time. So at level 1 you get about 20% more damage, and then over up to max level it's like 33% damage per second increase at max level, which is decent. So like I say, with Lightning Fury you throw one bolt in here and this whole set of things dies. That's not really how poison works in this game. However, the way poison of course works is you drop down a big old cloud, and then over the next 9.8 seconds, everything in said cloud does die. This is just P1 cows, so nothing crazy right here. But, I mean, it's pretty simple for the murder that you do get from it, right? Again, is this the end game crazy, you know, Lightning Fury Javazon, anything like that? No. I do kind of wish it had that quicker change a little bit, as I do still think the time is maybe a tiny bit long on it, but at the same time, it's a very easy damage, right? It's a very easy kill. Honestly, all of the cows die with a single throw if you get them all poisoned, and so again, a lot of it's going to be how you throw so that you're getting that whole group poisoned, and there go all of those poisoned cows. I think it's honestly not in a terrible spot. And the thing that I love most about it is, I mean, besides it just being really chill and kind of simple and stuff, first off, it actually now is kind of somewhat viable, which is nice. Always better than it not really being. I'm also not even fully like stacked on all of my gear or anything right now. I'm definitely not using like chump stuff, but you know, I just kind of have some basic things. And yes, this is still good things, of course. But honestly, like, we could put Mars, we could have an Amazon torch for another +3. We could use another 4 Javelin spears. We can put this bramble on. We can get a higher percent bramble. We can get Trang gloves. So just right there, we could, you know, like, just right there, we've already optimized this build for what? 3, 7, 8 more skills, and then another like 70% poison damage. And that would definitely be decently faster than what we just saw. And I believe as well, you could probably start to take that up into the players 2, players 3, 4, 5, whatever it all is, right? So we could definitely start to increase that a little bit, which I think would be really nice and really interesting. So this is kind of that mid-range. Again, oh, we have a storm shield too, so we could actually go +10 skills if we put the spirit on with it as well, right? Really a lot that can be done to help boost this up, and I do believe the poison damage does just continue to go up and is really nice. Additionally, it's poison damage, which I kind of like poison damage. Yeah, you might have some issues in like the Chaos Sanctuary with it, with like the Pit Lords, or, you know, there's going to be some areas where poison's going to be a little bit difficult. But overall, you're going to be able to take it to a lot of different areas. And, you know, I feel like you don't run into as many poison immune mobs that really are like terrible and super difficult and all of this stuff. So, you know, you can really easily just kind of murder a lot of stuff. And the thing that I want to really mention about it is it only cost 41 skill points. 41 just for the one synergy. And you can get this at level 18. So you can have Plague Javelin maxed out by level 37. And while the damage, you're not going to quite have as many of those plus skills. You're going to be just like still murdering stuff, right? I feel like, and we can even toss some of this like plus skills stuff on the ground here and put these as well. And I mean, this still is 11 to 12,000 damage right there. And with all of these plus skills, it's 42 to 40, so 42,000 damage just from adding those plus skills on. And then again, if we added even more plus skills, I mean, this damage will definitely get up there, and I think it will actually be pretty solid. But at the cost of 41 skill points, and then yeah, you're gonna go like 1-1-1, and if you want to do this, so you could totally run this with a maxed Valk build of some sort, and then you can jam up Decoy as well. And then you can give, you know, more penetrate if you want to increase the, I mean, whatever you want. And now you're rocking some huge Valkyrie while you also have this great poison damage. And again, these sorts of Valkyries are insane. I mean, you can just go and like, I didn't even need to bow her. I mean, she's just going to be huge, right? Her life is 5,000 life. And you can just go and let her kind of honestly kill everything. So just, she's being very, why is she being so bad right now? I'm gonna summon a better one. Give me more damage. You should have more damage on your pike. I don't know why she's being so weak right now. She's a level 32 Valkyrie. She should have more damage. I don't know. Regardless, she ain't gonna die. She can do Ancients by herself. You can literally just stand around and let her do the Ancient. She's camera shy. Normally they're like one-shotting there. That was very strange. But you can just like, you can really just stand around. And once you have enough plus skill points there, you can just, you know, I'm going to try and go see if we can get over the Ancients really quickly while we kind of finish talking about it. But yeah, so it's like you could go into that. You could go into like Freezing Arrow and do something with Freezing Arrow, which could be really interesting. You could do something with like Immolation Arrow or Exploding Arrow, because you still just have a lot of skill points really available. Yeah, we could get the Act 5 Merce, but I'm just going to let my Valkyrie kind of do stuff. I mean, look at her go, baby. Look at that damage. Get it, babe. So we don't need to sit here and watch the whole fight, but you can see that she's not really taking any damage. She's totally fine, and of course I can resummon her whenever I want. And you know, she's doing just fine. So is it gonna be a 5-minute fight? Sure, but my Valkyrie can solo Ancients, and that's pretty nice. But yeah, so overall I think you can really stack into the Valk. I think you can go into some of one of these like specs here. You could honestly also just jam your points, because you have another like 52 points at level 85, so you know you can get even a little more. You know, you could jam your points just into like Charged Strike and just do Charge Strike, Lightning Strike, and then, you know, a few points into Lightning Bolt or something. That doesn't give any more there. Charge Strike, Power Strike, Lightning Strike. Oh, yeah, it does. There we go. Jake, you do Lightning Bolt, Lightning Strike, Power Strike, whatever. And just have Charge Strike with your Poison instead if you want to run Poison on the side instead of Lightning Fury, because, I don't know, maybe you don't want to run Lightning Fury. Or maybe you want to run dual spec with it. You don't have Infinity yet, so you want to be able to do Poison damage and Lightning damage, and then you can kind of have that mix and match with it. See you in hell. I think there's really a lot of option there, and that's, you know, something that's interesting. And of course, I like the option or the idea of just, you can still kind of play what you want to play. Not everything is going to be that top S tier craziness like Lightning Fury. Obviously, you can always go that. Everybody knows you can always go that. But you could very quickly stack up a lot of poison damage, and it can just go through it really easily. So, I don't know. I think it sounds fun. I'd love to hear what you guys would mix with it, how you would kind of play poison. I think they made it viable. I think it definitely goes right into that high C, low B tier area. And it should be really nice as well just for a playthrough. I think there's a lot of ground that you can clear with a playthrough because you can get that Plague Javelin pretty early and really just start rocking it. So I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see. Love to hear your thoughts down below. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Peace.